it's very kind of people at Barnsley and yourselves to say things like that, because I had such a connection with the players and still do. And I always felt that, like, I don't claim to be the world's best player. Like, Barnsley have had some fantastic players, especially like the era that you're in the Premier League. So fantastic players like Redferns and Hignett and the like. But yeah, I can sit back and say, I tell you what, I gave it everything I had. There is no game that I thought, yeah, I could have done more there. And that's probably why I picked up occasional yellow cards, red cards, occasionally why I got injured, because there was no holding back. I went for it, and like I said, sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't. But I always knew that, right, I've had a right go there, and whoever played against me, I would like to think whether they got the better of me or didn't, then they knew they'd been in a game. Yeah.
Just pulled the team up. I don't know if you can see that, Paul.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Any thoughts there? Just looking at that team, there's some characters there, isn't there? Some really good lads, some intelligent players, but it's definitely a mix, isn't it? It's quite an eclectic mix.
Yeah, there's some obviously good players and some good lads, and it's what carried us through. I'm sure everybody you speak to around that time will say about team spirit and how well we all got on, probably to the point that you're bored of hearing it and want a different answer. But the truth is that is what it was. Whether it was by luck or design, you had a group of lads that genuinely all got on. Like, we pushed each other. Like, don't get us wrong, in training, it certainly wasn't a jolly up. It's one of those, when you play against your friends, like even in training, you want to beat them. Like, I know Anthony Kay was on the other day. Me and Ant are great friends. We still speak. But I tell you what, we didn't have some scraps in training. And whoever was refereeing, they were in for it as well, because both of us would be shouting and swearing and claiming for every decision. And if the ball was out, we'd both say it wasn't. And it was just like that. And I think the group that we had, that's decent players, all got on. We didn't need to be bogged down with the strategy and the culture and everything else around that and the kind of long-term plan. It was always have fun, be fit, and you give it everything you've got on a Saturday.
Of course.
It was almost like everything else just takes care of itself. If we can just keep doing that, repeat that, then hopefully you do all right at the end of it.
Played under three, did you, at Barnsley? I've got Hart, Richie and Davey. Just how just talking about them three really, and how they differed and what you liked about them. Was there anything you disliked about them, or what did they just let the team be the team, like you say?
Yeah, Paul Hart, I personally got on really well with him. He could be quite intense. I think by his own admission, he could be quite intense. He could be quite dour at times. I got on great with him. I really liked him. I actually haven't seen him since he left. When it was announced that he left, myself and Bobby and a few of the other lads actually went down to Nottingham for a drink with him, just to say thank you and goodbye. That was the kind of esteem we held him in. He got some really good players in the building. I think that he probably doesn't get the credit he deserves for getting a lot of those players in that ultimately got us a bit of success. I think he was unlucky that it was a bit of a rebuilding job at the time, and the new players didn't quite gel the way we possibly hoped. And Andy and Rick and the staff kind of took that on and added to it and got some success out of it.
What did Andy and Richie add to that? What did they bring that just took you that little bit further?
Possibly a bit more of a relaxed attitude. I think, again, like I say, I got on really, really well with Paul Hart. I truly did. I think some of the players did feel a bit under pressure and a bit under scrutiny sometimes because he could be quite demanding. Like I say, I didn't mind that. I truly didn't. But some players felt it was a little bit on edge, a little bit anxious at times. Andy and Rick came in and it was completely the opposite. Very, very open dialogue, very much a collaboration, and it wasn't authoritarian. It was very much, we liked them, so you wanted to do the best for them. Like if you didn't do your best for them, you felt like you were letting them down, like almost like you would a father or something like that. That's the kind of way we seen them. Like, so when they said they were disappointed in you, it really hurt. It was like, I don't want you to feel that because I genuinely like it.